D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? And have I got a story for you? Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you this video, and you can read them for yourself, or you just watch this video where I'm going to read it to you. Also, before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, so now that I got that nonsense out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started? This comes from The Hollywood Reporter, and this is, again, another live-action adaptation that we're going to see, and it says, Disney live-action Moana taps Hamilton Helmer, Thomas Kail as director. So they announced this they were going to turn Moana into a live-action movie. And I go back to my last story. Why? You guys, Moana wasn't that long ago, and I didn't think Moana was the best movie in my opinion in terms of story and everything, but I like some of the songs and everything, and I like the whole world that they built. I wish they would have, I wish they would have delved a little bit deeper, especially when they went into that little like monster underworld place with the crab and everything. I wish they would have, sorry, I'm trying to fix this seat. I wish they would have dived a little bit more into that world, because I thought that was fascinating when the like when the monster turned around and it's got like 6 hands, and it's like coming out, and then it gets eaten by another monster. I was like, this is an interesting place. They should really try to develop this place more, and then they didn't. So let's read this article about this director, because he has got a very a good career. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, you guys. Sorry. So it says Dwayne Johnson is returning to the role of Maui, the grandiose demigod of the wind and sea, which is originated in the beloved 2016 animated musical, which again, 2016, like I know everybody wants to be like, we're so fast paced that we can't remember yesterday, let alone, 2016. But 2016 was not that long ago. I mean, it was practically last Wednesday, I remember 2016, there was actually some people in my life that I liked. Now, not so much. Anyways, okay, so it says, Thomas Kail, the Tony Award-winning director of Broadway's Hamilton, which I understand. Hamilton, I thought was good. I understand what they were trying to do there. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. And has been tapped to direct Disney's live action take on the studio's 2016 animated musical sensation Moana. Disney now, and back to Moana, like I personally don't think Moana was a great movie. Like it was okay for me personally, but my kids like it, and and my nieces and nephews, they all like it. So I'm like, what, it's fine. I could watch this again. I don't hate it. All right, so it says Disney announced the remake earlier this spring and has secured Dwayne Johnson to return to the role of Maui. The grandiose demigod of the wind and sea. Johnson is producing via his $7 production, along with Danny Garcia and Hiram Garcia. Beau Flynn is also producing via Flynn Picture Co. Jared Bush, who wrote the screenplay for the original movie, penned the remake along with Dana Ledoux Miller. I don't know if I said all those names right. And there's an article right here, but I'll mention it in here. Okay. Taking inspiration from the Polynesian myths, Moana told the story of a young woman who disobeys her father, the chief of an island that is dealing with an impending ecological disaster, and goes off on a quest to reunite the mystical relic with its owner. Sorry, you guys, I just needed some libation. A goddess named Tafiti. Along the way, she releases Maui from his island prison, is captured by, what gets me about that is, if he's a demigod, why didn't he just try to swim? I mean, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, or try to build a boat. Like he's all like, a boat. And I'm all like, I watched that movie Castaway. He built a boat by himself. I mean, I'm just saying. And he didn't have the musculature that you have. So I don't know, man. Anyways, okay, sorry. from his prison is captured by a monstrous crab. I do like that. Shiny in that movie. I'd rather be shiny. That's my favorite song in that movie. And finds the strength to become a chief her father believed she could be. Per the studio, the new take is meant to, like its animated predecessor, celebrate the islands, communities, and traditions of the Pacific Islanders, as seen through the eyes of a young woman eager to pave her own path, which I thought was which was good. I mean, me personally, I know so little about Polynesian culture that I think that, to have that represented, I think is a good idea. And I mean, it looks beautiful, the Polynesian culture. So I think that maybe this will be, but from what I've seen online /read or /heard, they mostly try to focus on Hawaii, and that's not just, it's not, Hawaii's not all of the Polynesian culture. So maybe try to focus on some other islands and stuff. So Aluya Caravaggio, who voiced Moana in the original, will executive produce with Scott Sheldon of Flynn Picture Co. She will not be returning as Moana because she's aged out of the role. I believe she was 16 when she first did the role, so she's a little bit older. But they could, in all honesty, they could make her another character, like make her Tafiti, the goddess, that the island goddess or whatnot. And it'd be really cool to see, because then she becomes what's the alternate version of that, the volcano god lady. They could totally, that'd be fun to see her transformation. That'd be fun. I think they should do it. So it says, Kail caught Broadway's attention when he directed Lin-Manuel Miranda's In the Heights in 2008, earning a Tony for Best Direction of a Musical. He reunited with Miranda in 2015 for Hamilton, this time winning the Best Direction prize, while the musical won 11 awards out of the whopping 16 for which it was nominated. Now, if he directed the one that went on Disney Plus, he did a very good job. I thought that the directing on that was good. That brought Hollywood to his door, with the Helmer then tapped to direct Grease Live, which, listen, those live performances were okay, but the Grease one was very good. He did a good job. I thought that Grease Live was very good. I enjoyed it immensely. And then, but I also enjoyed what's the Hills Are Alive one? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry, I'm blanking. But I also liked that one. But the Grease Live one was definitely the best. Okay, which earned him 2 Emmys for direction and producing, and then 5 episodes of FX acclaimed Fosse Vernon, which I have not watched, miniseries, on which he earned an Emmy nomination for outstanding directing and met his now wife, Michelle Williams, who is very hot. I think Michelle Williams is very attractive and a good actress. I enjoy her. Although he directed the film's stage production of Hamilton for Disney Plus in 2020, Moana will act as his feature narrative directorial debut. He has in no way left Broadway behind in his production of Sweeney Todd, starring Josh Groban, and Annalee Ashford. I don't know who that is. Recently debuted on Broadway to rave reviews. It has received 8 Tony nominations, including Best Revival of a Musical. So that is what's going on with him. I think that good for him. That's him right there. I also have a picture below me of him. But good for him, getting that gig, this directing gig. Keep it up, dude. Like I said before, I'm not interested in this as of right now, just because, listen, I can go and watch Moana and if The Little Mermaid, you can go watch my review for that. But if that is an indication of where these live action adaptations are going, then I mean, I don't have hope for this live action remake, just because I'm sorry, like I haven't liked any of the Disney live action remakes so far. I mean, like Cruella was pretty good, but I'm trying to think of anything else that I really just loved straight out. But I think this is too soon. We'll see. I mean, they should have just done a Moana too, and like I said, maybe focus on that little monster world that she went to with the crab and everything, because that place was interesting. But I don't know, man. We'll see where this turns out. I just don't have hope in terms of them creating these live action remakes. I just don't. you know, but we'll see. We'll see. It could totally turn out amazing. And if it did, I'll be the first to praise it up and down for sure. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you guys feel about this, about Thomas Kail getting the gig for director of the Moana live action movie, another live action movie? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. How do you guys feel about this? I mean, Thomas Kail so far, I mean, everything that I've seen that he's done is pretty decent. So, and good for him. I wish nothing but the best for people, but I don't know, man. I'm sick and tired of these live action remakes. I really am. I'm just so over it, like hardcore. You can go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. You guys have a good week. Bye.